All right, family, we're going to go ahead and get started. Today is November 17th. So excited. I can't believe it. We got a week away from Thanksgiving. But this call is about how to present the business without being salesy. I know that this is like the phenomenon, one of the, in my opinion, the most frequently asked questions in the business of how to present the business without, pulling the trigger too fast or just talking about Shakeology as soon as the person inbox you about health or about weight loss or whatever their story is. So how is it that, or even when you get to the conversation, how do you pose it? So I wanted to host this call again because I got a series of questions and I'm having the same conversation over and over again. So I believe this needs to be a training. So I'm so excited to have you all on the call. So how to present the business without being salesy. And I've gotten feedback saying, oh my gosh, Nyime, you're so mysterious. Like no one knows that you're a Beachbody coach, which is absolutely correct. So I believe part one in basically presenting the business is about your brand. It's about you, just presenting yourself in a way that you're promoting health, one, and you're promoting, of course, the healthy lifestyle, positive lifestyle, but also you have the things in your life that you love and that you connect with people on. So the things that you're connecting with people on is not just fitness and it's not just nutrition, but there may be a third or fourth or fifth component that you may be connecting people with or on behind the scenes. Or again, you communicating these things on your page, a part of your brand. I'll say that, part of your brand. So when you're connecting with people behind the scenes, as you're talking about, you may be connecting with them. I'm going to use the example of knitting, for example, of knitting. You may be chatting about knitting. You may be chatting about just life. How are the kids? You're catching up. Or you just, or you just chatting about weight loss, all of the above. So what you want to do to have the opportunity to present the business is that you have to be a good detective. You have to listen more than you speak. Because I made the mistakes early on in coaching is that I would want to pull the trigger very fast. Like this, boom, and not that I think to get over my fears, I felt like I was pushing it, just wanting to get it out there. But what I find is that you slow walk the conversation. 1 second. Yeah. Joey just walked. It's going to work. So if you slow walk the conversation, allow them to talk to you. You ask questions. And I say that, for example, if it may not lead into weight loss. So I feel like weight loss is an easy one. Weight loss is very easy. You're like, okay, well, have you ever considered Shakeology or have you ever considered coaching to help you? But weight loss may not be in your conversation. It may be, for example, a person may have depression. They may have anxiety. They may have low self-esteem. Okay, so let's talk about the different areas that you want to play a detective on and how you present the opportunity without being salesy. So as you're communicating with people, you want to be chatting with them in their inbox. And I'm saying inbox as if Facebook is your platform. Now, Instagram may be your platform. I'm sorry, I can't speak to you about Instagram very much because I'm a Facebook girl, because I chat with people behind the scenes, inboxing messages. And so when people are inboxing back and forth with me or with everyone, you want to make sure you're building a relationship. I know that you really want to pull the trigger and offer, them to come a part of the team, or you want to offer because you want to get those Success Club points. But do not make that the priority. Make the relationship the priority, where you continuously being inquisitive, asking them questions about their lifestyle, asking them questions about, I'm getting pings. I'm sorry, guys. I think some people can't get on the line or something. Let me see here. Where's the link? Above. Sorry, guys. So asking them questions about the lifestyle, asking them, hey, as far as when I say lifestyle, they may come up for us, again, as I mentioned before, they having anxiety problems, they're having depression, they're having confidence issues. So I just listen and talk about, ask them questions. So why is it, what was your experience? Why is your confidence so low? Tell me about your past. Like, you really have to become their friend, really become their friend, become a counselor. You're going to become a counselor, you're a detective, you're a pastor, you're a best friend, you are a doctor. You gotta become it all. You have to become that person that they're going to be relying on in that time of need, where they feel like they can come to you and have no judgment, okay, without being salesy. Again, make the relationship first, because people do business with people they trust, okay? So even if that relationship may take a month, may take two months or 3 months, 2 years to build, I'm gonna be honest with you, but continue to nurture it. The opportunity may not just present itself. But sometimes you get people that are interested in 1 week. You have those too. You have people that are just interested. So how you present the opportunity without being salesy. So what I used to do, I'll start off with that. What I used to do is that people say, oh my gosh, I need to lose 10 pounds. I said, well, I have Shakeology. Well, I drink Shakeology, and I think it's the best thing since sliced bread, blah, blah, blah. And you should use it too, for example. That is salesy. That is like, ooh, pushy. And I didn't even ask for Shakeology. It made her like looking at like, I didn't even ask for this. Why is this person proposing this to me? So, but if I took my time and cultivated the relationship where this person maybe said, oh my gosh, I really want to lose 10 pounds or 30, 50, whatever the number is. But before I offer, I'll say, well, what makes you want to lose those 10 pounds? How does it make you feel? How is carrying this weight around make you feel? And then they'll go into, oh my gosh, girl, I wish, and something we talked about over the weekend at Platinum Edge, then you get into the nitty gritty. You get into people saying, for example, I talk to a lot of young wives, and they say, oh my girl, I don't feel sexy for my husband. And I really want to lose this 10 pounds, not for him, but for me, so I can feel good about myself, because I lack the confidence that I need in order to feel good about myself. And so we start talking about all those feelings and talking about, so not just the weight loss is the issue. Now you get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is really self-confidence, okay? And then we talk about, I dig a little more. So it's not just self-confidence. And say, well, what's been holding you back from pursuing your dreams? I'll ask the question, like, what's been holding you back from achieving your weight loss? How long have you been carrying this burden? I'll ask them. And then they'll say, girl, I've been carrying this thing around for 10 years and I'm just so over myself with this. I need, and they may say they need help, or I just don't know what to do. And so I tend to get into maybe about 3 things, honestly. Weight loss. Now I got weight loss, got self-esteem, and they're just tired of being tired. So then in a situation like that, I'll propose, and this is always how you go into it. After they communicate their problems or their concerns, then you say, have you ever considered coaching to help you with blank? Repeat the problem that they stated. In this case, it was, have you ever considered coaching to help you lose that 30 pounds, to increase yourself, which will also turn into self-confidence, increasing your self-confidence, because you're going to be more active. And in addition to that, what I do, as far as I create, of course, now I share a part of my weight loss journey because that's my story, but share how coaching has changed my life, or change to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, it helps you boost confidence. So for me, when I started coaching, or when I've been a part of this, as a part of this program, when I lost weight, I not only saw my confidence increase, but my energy level has been out of this roof, better digestion. In addition to that, the part that I love the most is the accountability groups, where I'm surrounding myself with positive people that are, also have goals. So I'm not doing this alone. Would that be something you're interested in? So you end with the question. Ask questions. You ask them, have you ever considered fill in the blank? Okay. And that's just weight loss. So I want to propose another one, because I feel like weight loss is easy. Weight loss is like a slam dunk. You offer, and when I say coaching, of course, that's Shakeology and the fitness programs. But what if you have somebody that does not try to lose weight? Because there are thin people out there that don't, their goal is not to lose weight. They want to just be healthy. So they talk about their eating habits. They talk about, girl, I don't want to lose weight, but I want to tone up and I have to get my life together because I want to eat well, So once you can ask them questions. Well, what's been holding you back from eating well? How do you, what does your diet look like? What does your daily nutrition look like? And they tell you fast food or whatever else. And then you ask them, what makes you make these decisions? And then they'll really tell you the real problem. And they'll say, girl, I make these decisions because I'm always on the go, or honestly, I have no idea how to eat, or I grew up doing these things. So you want to get to kind of the root of the issue. And then you offer coaching to the root. In addition, of course, it may be to help you get healthy, to help you build a healthier relationship with food, and to understand how nutrition can heal your body and to help you grow your muscle. If it's a thin person, they talk about just getting fit and gaining better, healthier relationship with food. That's one way to do it. But have you ever considered coaching to help you out with the problem? Okay. But again, that's fitness, that's nutrition. But what if you have a person that's talking about income? And the person says, oh my gosh, they're already healthy and fit. And you see them, they may be a potential coach, like a potential person that wants to go for the business. And you're not sure how to present it. This person is into fitness. They may be, struggling in a little area here and there, but you think they will be an amazing coach on your team, or they may be an amazing coaches in general. So you just build that relationship. You don't necessarily have to be like, boom, I'm a Beachbody coach. The first message you talk to them. You want to be able to cultivate that relationship so they feel comfortable in talking to you about maybe financial issues, maybe health concerns, why they got into fitness. Ask them questions. Oh my God, it may be a random post that you're reaching out to this person too. Like a person like your post, or you've liked their post and you're following them. Inbox them. Oh my gosh, how long have you been into fitness? I've been watching. You can really say it. Hey, I've been watching your page for a while now. I'm so inspired by you. How long have you been into fitness? And start a chat, start a relationship, and let them talk. Don't feel like you have to pull the trigger quick. Let them talk, and you ask questions and more questions. Get a good investigator. If it's a person that has already been into fitness and you've been watching them, and just start, just being a good detective. Hey, and once it gets to a point where they're like, oh, you know what? I really am trying to leave my full-time job, but I have no idea how to do it. I love health and fitness, but I don't know, how to get out of this situation, or I really want to pursue being a personal trainer to earn a supplemental income. And that's when you pull the trigger. You will say, hey, I can relate, first of all, I can relate, I really love health and fitness too. Have you ever considered doing what I do to earn a supplemental income? And they're like, well, what is it that you do? And I'm like, well, I'm happy that you asked. I think you would really make an awesome coach because, and state the reasons why you see in them, they'll be an awesome coach. You're already in health and fitness. You do everything that we do. I think you have, and I'll always talk about, personally, I like to look for the personality traits too. Like I think if a person have the gift of service, like they love helping people, or they're encouraging, they're a believer, just different things that I look out for. And you really praise them for those things. Praise the person about their gifts, and then say, I really think you make an amazing coach. And and this is the opportunity. And even if you have not seen the income for you yet, you still present it because you believe in the business. You say, hey, because this is the opportunity. You say, well, have you considered doing what I do to earn a supplemental income? What I'm looking, cast the vision and say, I believe this is where I'm going by next year, and I would love for you to come with me. From day one, I'll cast the vision and say, hey, but I'm trying to quit my full-time job too, and within the year, and I foresee me doing that. And at this point, I'm looking for people to join my team. Have you ever considered coaching? And then they'll ask, well, tell me more about that. And then that's when you go into it. And so that's the financial. Now I want to go into spiritual, because I want to do a holistic approach. Now you have the fitness and nutrition, you have, and I talked about the mental as far as anxiety, things like that. And I talk about finances, but now spiritual, there's a spiritual context you can also listen out for, is what I do. When I'm talking to people about faith and about different, and I'm not, that may not be your brand. So if that's not you, do not act like, or do not feel like you have to do this approach. But when some people are talking to me about, spirituality, that's honestly, spiritually, it comes mental. It's kind of a similar thing. But some people, they say, well, I really, want to increase my faith. I'm looking for more relationship with God. And at the same time, I'm not treating myself well. I'm not treating myself well. So, so I connect with people on that level. So once I started digging into, well, tell me more about, your, do you read? That's my thing. Like, do you read? And, or, tell me a little more about your journey. Like, as far as spiritually, why do you feel disconnected? Why do you feel disconnected from God? And I just start asking more questions about that. And then eventually I'll go into, well, have you ever considered, joining my team if you were looking for a mentor? I present it that way. If you're looking, have you ever considered coaching to help you build a more of a positive relationship and to learn more about spirit and get connected with other believers, that are into the lifestyle and also healthy and fit? Have you ever considered joining my team for mentorship? And then I also say, because you're not just getting me, you're getting a team. This is about empowerment. You're getting a team of people that also believe in the same thing. So that may be an approach you can take as well. And so I'm going to shut up now because I talked for 20 minutes. So I want you to ask me questions. I'm going to, whoever, just unmute yourself if you have a question. Unmute, and then I'll answer, and whoever else can chime in if they want to as well. I know y'all got questions. All these people ask me the stuff behind the scenes. Tell the truth.
Okay. Hi.
Hey, who's a Sheena? Hey, Sheena.
Hi.
Hi.
My thing is that I get a lot of people that are curious about the business, and I'll present it. And the funny thing is that I do exactly what you said as far as stating why I think they would be a good coach, because a lot of people that I connect with, of course, are from like when I was in high school and college and things like that. And I try to pull things that I remember about them. But it's like, at the end, it will take like 2 weeks. They're like, let me think about it. Let me talk to my husband. Let me this, let me that.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, I don't think it's a good fit. It's so irritating because it's Jesus Christ. I mean, like I inbox about Beachbody all day, and it's like I can't get one person to be like, okay, Sheena Bug, I'm with you. Like, let's do this. It's so, I don't even know what to do. And I have another friend who's in a marketing business, not Beachbody, but I talk to him about it all the time, and he's like, you need to work on how you present. And I'm like, I can always do better, but I just feel like I don't know what I'm missing.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know. I almost want to, like, on the other end, just like send you like what I've said to people. If I can do that, I can.
Absolutely, you can. I love. Hey, I'm with that. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
But I would like to add on to that. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you asking? You finished your question?
No, I'm just kind of like venting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a question, but I don't know what else to say to a person. I send them videos. I, talk to them about accountability groups and all the great people that I'm in contact with now and all that kind of stuff. But it's still at the end, they're just like, no, I don't think it's a good fit right now.
Yeah. Well, I think this is two-part. I want to respond to that. It's two-part. First is, would you say that your conversation with them is about them or specifically about Beachbody?
I feel like it's both. I don't know what they're perceiving, but I feel like both.
Okay, because that's the first question. because a lot of times when and this has happened to me, and that's I'm speaking from my experience. When someone inboxes me and they're like, yeah, hey, how you doing? And I'll maybe start chatting a little bit, but they don't continue to ask me questions about me. They automatically go into, well, hey, you want to try this wrap? You don't even know what my situation is, and you asking me about a wrap, So you just have to be mindful of when you present it. It's always an opportune time, but it's just listening and really being quiet. Nice and quiet, but sometimes it may take you a week, 2, 3, a month to find that great opportunity to present it. It's not as soon as they say, I need to lose the weight, or as soon as they say, because it may be that moment where you're like, oh, I got to say it right now. But you have to get back. And sometimes it's not you responding as soon as they send the message. It takes take a day and to really regroup, to think about what you want to say and then respond. Because when you quick to pull the trigger, they're like, oh, okay, people get kind of turned off. That's just a human thing, where we just get quick to turn off with something that's too fast. It's like, I don't know what's up with the situation. So I find personally, when I slow walk a situation and slower to pull the trigger, that's when it's like, okay, this person they believe you're a bona fide business, and they believe, oh, this person is really trying to help me, because then you've thought about your response and you can outline the reasons why they make a good coach, or the reasons why naturally this is a great fit for them, because it's the holistic approach to being well. And then my second comment, for every 10 no's, there's one yes.
Okay.
And so for you, do not focus on your 1, 2, or 3 people. In order to drive your business, and this is for everyone on the phone, to drive your business forward, you need to be meeting 3 new people a day. A day. If you're a business builder, that is, you need to start connecting, making relationships with 3 new people a day. That will continue to mean you're meeting new people every single day, and that will drive your business forward. So even if you've presented the business to 5 people last week, for example, you continue to follow up with them, but as you're following up with your 5, you've made 3 new connections along each day. So now you have, I say 12 or 4 days, for example, you have 12 new people that you're in connection with, that you've at least dropped the line to. And so you're not just upset about this one person or 2 people that are saying no. You continue you got to keep going until you get a yes. And I mean, honestly, like I said, people think I'm batting 100. I count my no's. One was this in the summertime, in July was like my peak. I got like 120 something no's in 1 month.
Oh wow.
That's real. That's real. And that just comes from following up and going back and chat and meeting new people a day and really keeping track. And then counting all those no's. I mean, if I wasn't going for it, if I didn't have a strong why and know I'm going to do this, I would have quit a long time ago. I'm gonna be honest with you. But when you believe, like, this is it, like, I really feel you have your conviction, you have your testimony that this is work for you. Like, Sheena, you have an awesome story. Mm-hmm. So it's about you believing in yourself, believing in your story, and do not let a no sway you, because ultimately somebody will say yes. But yes, we can still work on ourselves and perfect our groove of how we present the business. Again, it goes back to, have you ever considered? Because it's less evasive. It's less like, well, here it is, and you should do this because I'm doing this. So, well, have you ever thought about this? And like, well, no, I haven't thought about it, but tell me more. But it put the onus back on them. Let them answer the question.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
But still, if you want to inbox me what you're saying, I'm all for that. Or we can do a one-on-one if you want to as well.
Definitely send it to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
Myself now.
Anyone else have any questions? You guys, I couldn't have been that thorough in this call. Okay. Lindsay, did you want to add anything? Like, can you think of anything to add, Lindsay?
Well,
yeah.
my kids are extremely obnoxious in the bathtub. So hopefully, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I think the biggest thing, and something that kind of was a turning point for me, was to learning how to lead the conversation where you want it to go, and not for your own gain, but because this is a gift to someone. This is an opportunity. So like Nyime said, be a detective. So when you're talking with people, just reconnecting. I don't tell anybody I'm a Beachbody coach, like, ever.
Yeah.
Until we get to the point where I can offer them something. And if it seems like the conversation's kind of dying, just ask more questions. I mean, that was the best advice probably that she could give you guys, is asking more questions. Always end it with a question. Don't say, I have this whatever going on, let me know if you're interested. Never say, let me know, because they'll never let you know. Saying. So always end with a question, so they need to get back to you, and you can keep that conversation going. So you want to learn as much as you can about everyone you're talking to, because truly this business can help absolutely anyone. But you don't want to just blindly throw it at them. You need to only ask them if you find a reason that it could help them. Does that make sense? That's kind of the biggest thing I learned this past summer, was take the conversation where you want it to go. Just ask more and more questions and find a reason why it could help them. Most of the time, this business or a challenge group or something can help anybody. You just have to find that reason, because like she said, I'll get blind messages from people like, hey, you'd be great with my team, and we sell makeup. Go to my link and you can sign up. And I'm like, I don't even know you.
Right.
You know, like, back up off my grill, because, no. So, yeah, I don't really have anything new. You really, like, hit it on the head. It's relationships, asking questions, only presenting it when you see an opportunity, not blindly. Word vomiting is the worst. Give them just little bits and pieces so they're curious about it and they want to know more, not just, I'm going to throw up on you, and then they're overwhelmed and they don't respond back. And then follow up. Like, I would say 90% of any time, like, I help someone with a challenge pack, sign up as a coach, has always come from follow-ups, not just the first time I've talked to them. So that's key.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah, Marcy. Thanks, Lindsay.
Sure thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you mentioned something like about, have you ever considered coaching to help you with, and then their issue? So do you present it that way all the time with people, or do you invite them to your challenge group first, or like, do you sign them automatically up as a coach? Like, how's that working?
You know, I love that question. That's my favorite question asked, honestly.
Okay.
So here's a little secret that I revealed this weekend at Platinum. I never sign people as I ain't say never. 95% of the time, I'm bringing them in as a coach.
Okay.
Because, and this is your power, coaches on the phone, this, I believe, is power, is that when you present to people, yes, there are going to be people that are gung-ho, I don't want to be a coach, oh my gosh. Okay, let's get that out of their head. So what I present to people, I said, well, part of what I do, again, you're the service. Keep that in mind. You are the service. Beachbody is just a compliment to your service. The coach is the service. So you could say a part of what I do as far as coaching, I not only want you to be physically fit and mentally fit, or if spiritual is your thing, say spiritually fit, but I also want you to be physically fit, but mentally fit. But a part of what I do, I also want you to be financially fit. And so how we do that, I want you to save the money, okay? And so in saving the money, would you be interested in signing up as a VIP customer / but in that you would, sign up as a coach. And more than likely, I would say 95% of the time, they say yes, because they want to save the money. Because I also tell them, I say, because of this, by month, I say, you're going to love this experience. And I tell them straight up, because I feel like I'm confident in this. They're going to, because I love it. I'm like, you are going to love Shakeology. You're going to love the experience of the accountability group. You're going to love the workouts. So by month 2, I don't want you paying full price. I'll tell them I don't want you to pay. Because by that time, we've already built a relationship. We're girlfriends, okay? And I don't want you to pay full price for Shakeology, because it'll be almost $140 with shipping, but you can save that extra $16 and go get your nails done. you know, or something like that, or whatever their thing is, you know, say a new pair of shoes or something, you know, and so they're like, oh girl, okay, bet, I'll do it. Now, some people during the application process, they'll slip through the cracks and they sign up as a customer by mistake. But then after that, if that happens, I go back to them. I'm like, girl, I'm not sure if you know, but you sign up as a customer. Again, I want you to save the money. Did you mean to do that? And then they'll say, oh no, I did not. I didn't mean to do that. So how can I fix it? And now tell them how to fix it. Or I'll get the one every once in a while says, I really do not want to be a coach. I don't want to do it. Like the word coach really just blows their mind. And so again, I'll still challenge them on it though. I'll say, hey, you know, just FYI, if you do this within the first month of you signing up, you can save that 25%. I said, because you're going to love your experience. And I want you to be able to save this money. And so that is my ploy of getting new coaches. So please, that's how you grow your organization. Whether there are, we're not going to call them discount coaches anymore because of what we learned in Platinum. So people don't want to feel like they're disadvantaged or discounted. So let's call them VIP customers. And so how you get more VIP customers on your team officially is that you talk about them saving the money. That for me has really helped. And as you guys know, no one's on this phone. We're not in the Millionaires Club yet. So we want yes. So we want to save the money. And so I always present that when I'm talking about coaching or moving forward with my challenge groups, I talk about that. Now, and just as a second point, I don't allow people in my challenge groups if they have not purchased. That is, I say this is a complimentary service, but this is the part right here. You have to order. You know, I say you have to, but I encourage them to order. I say in order to move forward, you know, if you want to participate in the challenge group and me, I'm your coach is complimentary to your purchase of a challenge pack. Or I don't understand because they don't understand what challenge pack is. So I'll say fitness and nutrition program.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I love that.
Okay.
It makes it like easier to present, I think, to people as coaches. Oh yeah.
Do it, girl. Grow it. Grow it up. Yes, Lindsay. Does anyone else have any questions? We have 4 minutes.
Yeah, coach sometimes is a strong word, Nyime. Like when I say it to people, this one girl's like, I'm fat. I can't be nobody's coach. Nobody's going to believe me. I'm like, honey, I'm chubby too. The word coach is a strong word for people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to take away the word coach, so I don't know sometimes how to substitute that.
Yeah.
You know? Because sometimes the word coach is very intimidating to people.
Again, this comes from listening, like listen, because you can tell when people are not confident. Like if you sense that, okay, this person's not comfortable in their own skin, they're not going to choose to be a coach, like a business coach. They won't choose it. So that will kind of dictate your approach. And then, but then you say, well, if you present the idea of joining your accountability group and taking it to the next level, where they're choosing this as a lifestyle. I think 21-day challenge group is they're going towards the lifestyle. 5-day clean eating, they're getting a little toe wet. They want to know what this is all about. But once you present the 21-day challenge group or 30-day challenge group, now they're in their heart, they want to move forward in creating a lifestyle change. So in presenting the business or presenting coaching or the challenge pack, I always say, after I already told them what the products are, I said, well, would you have you ever consider, or would you consider being my VIP customer? But then I'll go into what that means. Okay, when they say, oh yeah, I'll definitely be a VIP customer, I'm like, okay, great. Well, give me your email and I'll send you the direction of how to order. It will say coach on there, but just keep in mind that you will not be asked to coach anybody. You just be my VIP customer.
Okay.
And I'll say, well, how does that sound to you? And then they'll respond, oh, great. Thank you so much. Here's my email.
Okay. All right.
And again, I'm not batting 100, you guys. I'm just telling you what I say. Now, every time that does not work, but when you say it confidently, you keep saying it confidently. And out of every 10, you get 1. Okay? Let me be clear. Every 10, you get 1. So keep pushing. That's why it's very important to meet new people every single day.
Yeah.
I know that may be daunting, but even if you can meet one person a day, let's start off with one.
Okay.
Okay. But Sheena, please connect with me.
You're the best. Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you, girl. Let's go for it. So anyone else have any questions? Well, because we only have like 1 minute left, I'll just say this. I am so excited for everyone that joined this call because I know that this is the hardest part of the business, is presenting it none of us want to seem salesy, but I can honestly say it's about your confidence, one, being convicted in what is done for you. And then secondly, well, first and foremost, listening and building a relationship. And secondly, being confident in your convictions and really telling them, look, this is how it's worked for me. At the end of the day, you can't lie. Lying will get you nowhere. Just basically say, this is what it's done for my life, and this is where my vision of going. And then that way it makes it easier, so it doesn't feel like you're selling anything. So we have less than 1 minute left. I'm going to shut it down. I'm recording this call, so I'll put this, I'll share it with the group. And again, I'm so excited for you ladies to push your business forward. So you have an awesome night.
Bye, night.
Bye. Love you, girls.